Okay, I had a little problem, a few problems here, but no problems any longer. Well, I had a few. Yeah, I was supposed to be getting on a little while earlier, I know, and I had a few problems. Well, no, I didn't have any problems. In fact, I just want to get my coffee, so I have even less problems. But took a little bit longer just getting ready and all than I thought I was going to, is all. Oh, here's my coffee. Look at that. So we're all set to go. I really obviously didn't plan to be here if you read. So, a couple things I guess I want to say. Who's ever behind all this started over a year ago with killing the birds on my property until I got these blink cameras. And these blink cameras made it advantageous, as in people were motivated then to. I really like my curly hair like this, but it never pans out on screen. Ooh, that does though. I'll just hold it up like this. Anywho, because this is actually what they were looking for the other day, weren't you? A Wednesday night, Monica was selling a woman with a good firm grip, who looks you right in the eye, right? And that's what I've been saying that Charlie's has been selling for a long time. From the very beginning, that's what I said Charlie's has been selling. And I don't know who's selling what, but I do know Jordan there was pregnant. At the same time, Monica was pregnant, and Jordan disowned her baby. Basically said she wasn't pregnant, it was Monica. Everyone gets them goofed up. So now I ran into Christy, who is Rose. I'm going to just keep just bleh, for all the people that I know. I know Heather and John have been in this, and but I don't know if Heather and John have been in this because they are again. I don't know who's on the right side or not. But all I'm saying is, I haven't seen except for Bozo. Thanks, Bozo. Thanks, baby. Oh my gosh, you looked awesome too. You know, you get that get up and you think it's gonna control me, and it barely does. Look like Bozo all you want, baby. I'm sorry, was that my brother? I don't even know. But I'm laughing, and I shouldn't be because it really is. I dressed up and got a little bit ready for the funeral for that little chipmunk, and it really does just, it makes me so upset. You know, and all it takes is a police officer with a swab. Here's one. I mean, it's not sterilized, but you're only looking for blood, and you're only looking for the type of blood that's on there. So here is something you could use to swab that little mess up with. And again, if you read my little comments there, uh, I would have never known this, but I do know that I was out here yesterday morning, so it wasn't here yesterday morning. I left the light on outside. And if, again, there's somebody traipsing around looking like me, and I'm pretty sure it's my cousin Michelle. And Shelly, that's so awesome. I think you were anorexic, and whoever gets you is just clearly. I mean, my husband was interested. Yeah. So you rock, girl. Just rock on the right side of this, please. I think you are. Because you're rocking it. You're just rocking it. As you likely know. And in fact, I'm even imitating I'm imitating the Lauren Daigle hair look is what I'm imitating right now. As I was a little inspired. Although I think my hair is pretty much curlier than Lauren Daigle's. Listening to my Christian music this morning. So I want to show you, I haven't touched anything, but I do want to show you where it exists on my porch here. And also start saying that, again, Michigan Properties is where this all began, and the neighbors have hired them to do the work next door. They're trying to get friendly, and they're also being a nuisance with their cars, with their vehicles. Why their vehicles in any way, shape, or form wouldn't have the common sense to not park it in front of somebody else's mailbox when you've got two completely free lots to park in front of. I have no idea, except for to be, you know, It's more than a thorn in somebody's side. It's, it's fentanyl to an addict. That's how dangerous it is. That's how dangerous it is what I'm saying. Can you see it? I got to see if you could see it on screen. All right, I'm going to tell you that my top and bottom don't match. So that you could see here where it, so I could see my hand. Yeah. So you could see here where it is. And so I haven't touched it. And so it's blood. It's clearly blood. And again, all you need to do, officers who have never been trained in anything except for what a good vehicle looks like and how much they cost, and then how to drive them. But if you were trained as a police officer, you would get a swab out here, and hopefully the swab wouldn't be my scarf. You'd get a swab out here and you'd swab that and you'd find out if it was human or animal. And by now with DNA, you should be able to find out exactly what kind of animal. I'm pretty sure it's a chipmunk. I don't know where the rest of the remains are. That's the only thing. It could be a bird because they were into killing birds, right? And omens, remember, are birds. And don't forget that I've got my omen scarf from my witchy poo friend. So, I got my omen scarf from my witchy poo friend who drove her motorcycle into the back of my car. And she's a blue-eyed, blonde-haired woman named Heidi. So, I don't know. I'm giving you guys more clues than you deserve or, is necessary because you're not doing anything with any of them anyway, right? But I'm still going to do that. I also want to say this. I haven't left my house except for Wednesday. I went out Wednesday and was surrounded by a bunch of Matts who I think is doing this, right? So, but if you were in, like, for example, the court of law with a bunch of cops who wanted to prove that you were a nut, they would say, well, what's the person's name? And I'd say Matt. And they're like, well, what Matt? Because I've only been introduced to 59 Matts and about 61 Johns. Oh, another John, Annette? So I'm thinking that Christy, who is Shauna over there, or Shauna's sister, I don't know, who's Rose, who's Margaret's sister. Yeah, you lost all that weight. Don't worry about it. What'd you do? You got your diabetes medication. Yeah, I'm not so worried about it. Anyway, yeah, nice how you treat your husband too. I'm sure he's just like this to you, isn't he? Is that why you're so mad? Because all your boys have been caught with a real hard shake and eyes that kind of look up sometimes? Is that why you're so mad? Because all your boys have been caught with a firm shake and eyes that look up, that look them right into the eye and saying, I'm not afraid of who I am. I'm not afraid of who I am. Are you? Looks like you are. So I said I'll give the cops an hour to come out here and do their work, but why would Bouchard do anything? I mean, for Pete's sake, they are driving $60,000 vehicles, which now I see is in Wixom now as well. So that's nice that Wixom has a police force, right? And is now driving $60,000 vehicles. So you got on board with whatever was going on. The place I can't get a job either, even as a waitress. How about that? How about that? I love you, baby. I've been trying to recognize you. At least you're cracking me up. This is Dr. Annette Feravich. I mean, who does that? Somebody who's trained to do that. And I have a Matthew that I know that was trained to do that by his mother. And that's the truth. I have a nephew, Matthew, who was trained to do that by his mother. Likely, it's extended. I don't know who is right and wrong, but I do know that Margaret has been hiding a lot of things for a very, very long time. I know that looks like Rose to me. And Colleen and Gail was at the wedding. That wasn't your sister. And Brian, you're downtown acting like, is it Tom? So all kinds of big fakers around here. Karen, where are you? You're around somewhere. I just have to find that great big giant ass, don't I? But that's so common amongst all of you women in this scene. Alex, Linda over there, both of you guys over at St. Michael's, right? So that's not going to be a unique characteristic among all you women. We shall see. Okay, so I named some names. I think I know some people who I think are on the right side of this, and I'm happy about that. But again, this is what I want to say about Autumn and Monica, and Autumn in particular. You guys aren't like, oh, I haven't seen you in a long time. Where have you been? You know who's faking. You know who's faking downtown, who's making you believe it's me. You know who that is. And you know it's not me. You know it's not me because you recognize me when I come in there. You know I never drink a sweet drink. You know it's certainly not a white sangria, although I have had them once or twice. Same thing with you, John, the one-time bartender who slipped me a drug as well over there at the bar now. Same thing with you. Same thing with all of you. You know, you recognize whether or not it's me. You know who it is. And if anyone's coming into the bar pretending, because you said, oh, Long Island iced tea? How many people have asked me Long Island iced tea? Oh, your usual? Yeah, how was that? I hope you were scared shitless, church. I hope you were scared shitless, church. Yeah, as in, I can't even shit in the church because I'm so scared. That's scared shitless. Okay, I can't even shit in a church because nobody should be scared in a church, right? So that's how that goes. If you're scared shitless in a church, nobody should be scared in a church. You have a reason to be scared, don't you? Were you scared shitless, church, when Bozo came in there? I enjoyed that. I enjoyed it more in retrospect. As it was coming on, it was like, whoa, whoa, how'd you like that? Shooting my words right in your fucking face. How'd you like that? I gotta go. You see the nastiest I get. You see Annette in reality, and anyone who's trying to show you that I'm something different has an agenda, and if you believe them, so do you. Rocky Woodland, Vince. Where's Vince? Did he turn into a woman? Is that the woman who is over there at Novi 52nd 3rd? No, 52nd 1st. 52nd 1st, sorry. What is 52nd 3rd? Is that Rochester? Or is that 50? I don't know what that is. Was that a slip? That was supposed to be a slip? I don't even know. Dr. Annette Feravich. I am not enjoying what I'm going to have to do to get rid of that. And I'm not enjoying trying to figure out where the rest of that carcass is. You could tell whether it's a bird or you could tell whether it's a chipmunk. You know. But what I'm saying is that Christy is sending the message along with Margaret that they don't want my body, that they want my organs, that I could sell my organs. They don't want my body. No, they don't want your body. Your kids, your husbands, they're all over this shit. That's why you're so mad. That's why you're so mad. Your kids. I know. You tried to bring them up right, but maybe you shouldn't have been up their little asses. This is Dr. Annette Feravich. I will get to the bottom of this sex trafficking and work trafficking. Maybe I'll sell my organs. Maybe I will. I will not be selling my organs. I will not be selling this house. I might sell this house. I can't you know, live surrounded by people, but I think we've got a different plan. I think he's got a different plan. I think he has a different plan. He knows I am his warrior. That's why he allows me to say, suck my dick, Fernando. Dr. Annette Feravich, thank you so much for joining me. And PETA, where are you? Because I've told you about 6 birds over here a year ago, and I don't know where your fingers are either, or your hands, or your eyes, or where your firm handshake is. Dr. Annette Feravich, thanks for joining me. I am here with healthy mind, body, spirit. Let's do it. Let's do it, because I didn't do my little thing yet, right? Here's me. You can't email me anymore because Microsoft won't give me my domain name, and they won't let me deal with any person who has any capability of giving me my domain name back again, because of course they don't want me to have my domain name. My gosh, when you could sell this for cashola and shut her up at the same time, why would they give me my domain name? Helping people out. Why would they want me to help people out of this predicament? Lucy, stop. You think I just cut off the volume, but I didn't. She's that good. She's that good of a girl. Hold on, I'm cutting off the volume. Okay, so let's do it. We're not going to do my shorts because we're going to do my whole thing. Thanks for joining me, Dr. Annette Feravich. It's going to come back to me, and then I'm going to have this look like, hold on, That's what's going to happen in like about a second and a half. Oh, that was a better look, wasn't it? Thanks for joining me. I didn't record any of this. How did that